And that's why they call me sir.
No, that is not why. Because
So
you're
you do
always moving my
understand that.
stuff around, and I'm like, leave
Well,
my
you know,
stuff alone.
S-I-R. That's how you R. S-I-R.
Because he can't spell, y'all.
S-I-R.
Happy Wine Wednesday.
Shayla Black, I'm back.
You are back.
I'll say that
awesome
at least
that you're
3
back.
times throughout the broadcast. I am back. And you are very happy
You know
about
what?
that.
I think that we ought to think, since I'm not drinking wine and you never drink wine, maybe we should rename this to Wicked Wednesday.
I think it probably needs to be Topless Tuesday. That's what I'm
No,
going to go
I don't think
for.
so.
Yes.
Hi, Tracy. Hi, Nicole.
I'm more of a, everybody hands up for Topless Tuesday. I agree. Yes.
Hi, Tabitha. Hey, Dana and Julie. And I got a Facebook user that I can't see your name, but howdy. Welcome. Allison and Kathy.
Julie with an IE. Julie with an IE.
That's right. Jules and hey, Nikki Ann. I hope you're doing better.
Hey, Jules
hey,
and Nikki.
Susan. Hey, Heba and Nicole and Connie.
The great Connie Doyle.
And Avita. The gang's here. Hey, Wendy. I was going to say Wednesday, and I'm like, no. Her name is Wendy, and it is Wednesday. Wow. It's been a day, y'all.
Was it Book Lovers Day yesterday?
Yes, it was.
I missed it.
Yes, you did.
I missed it. I think I was in the air.
No, you weren't.
Oh, I was home already?
Yes, you were. Okay. Hi, Fong. Hi, Ruth.
The days fly by, Shayla Black.
Hi, Dawn. Thank you, Facebook user. I can't see your name, but thank you for wishing everybody. I hope had a great Book Lovers Day yesterday.
I'm going to get you caught up. Hi, Janine.
Hi,
Laura.
Janine. Hey, no, I'm being nice. I don't need you rushing me. Thank you. Hi, Laura.
I'm a romper room kind of guy.
No, I don't need it.
Get through it.
Hi, Judith and Nicole, and there's another Facebook user.
Tracy, thank you for acknowledging the effort. You know,
yeah.
If you don't try, you never receive. I'm just saying. If you don't ask, you never receive.
We were Susan. She already had a question about the confession, which we'll talk about. Yes, we laughed. We laughed a lot. Okay, see, thank you, Dana. You think I'm kidding, but I've actually been thinking about this. I'm like, I'm not drinking wine on camera, and he doesn't like wine at all. So maybe we should be Wicked Wednesday. Like, I'm not opposed to that.
Whiny ass Wednesday. How's that sound?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Sounds like you're whining a little bit, Shayla Black.
No, I'm asking a question.
No, this is
Hi,
Wine
Teresa.
Wednesday. It's always been Wine Wednesday.
I like Wicked Wednesday.
How about Wicked Wine Wednesday?
Nobody's drinking wine.
Say that 3 times fast.
Oh my. Hi, Jan. And hey, Eve.
Eve, you may say it, but your eyes say something else. I'm just saying.
So full of it, man.
I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh. Yes, they missed you. Look at that. Somehow they missed you.
I'm back.
He is. Hi, Sharon. We're good. How are you? And there's Lori and Robin and Lisa.
Robin, thank you. Missed you too. And she did address me correctly, Lord Black. I appreciate that.
So I'm going to guess, since I see Facebook user, I'm wondering, is this Rebecca?
Ego, a big ass. Hey, you know what they say about men with big egos, right?
No.
Just saying.
I did. Hi, Cindy. Yes, I did have a haircut. A couple weeks ago. I'm still trying to decide if I like it. Like, I don't know. I looked at some old TikToks the other day. And I was like, I had longer hair, and I'm trying to decide, like, does this make more sense? I don't know. See, I ask these dumb questions, and everybody's like, nobody cares but you. And I'm like, that's probably true. It just seems weird.
Shayla, can we get the elephant? Can we get the elephant out of the room just really quickly?
Okay.
Yes, I shaved, but I grew it back. So there you go.
That's not the elephant in the room.
That's right.
I was expecting something actually important.
That's right.
Okay. So Kathy was busy on Book Lovers Day.
Ooh, 250
That's
calls.
A lot of calls, girl.
Sounds like outbound calls to me.
Yeah,
that's
no
tough.
fun.
That's tough.
Kelly says she has her book and she's ready and waiting.
Awesome,
I know.
Awesome. We're going to talk about the confession and the commitment here shortly.
And there's
still some.
Susan says Wicked Wednesday sounds awesome as well.
Okay. Stop bullying me.
I'm not bullying you. Okay. Oh my word.
So yeah, there's been still some confusion out there about confession and commitment and the store orders. We're going to talk a little bit about.
Okay, yeah, we are. Thank you, Lisa. Welcome to Wine Wednesday or Wicked Wednesday or whatever
Lisa.
we decide to call it henceforth.
Lisa, I love your photo. That's awesome.
It's like a
great family photo.
Oh, it does. Fantastic. That looks like fun.
Tabitha.
Yeah. See? Because we are so wicked rad. I like that, Laura.
Wicked rad. Too hip. Got to go. Right?
Remember that back in the day.
days?
Okay, Winsy says she's drinking wine.
See, Wendy's at least upholding the tradition of
I
Wine
know.
Wednesday.
And Tracy is also laughing about the bachelorette party. And Cindy wants Whiskey Wednesday because she's hardcore
Something
like
to
that.
be said about that. Cindy.
That's right.
Something said about that.
Let's
see.
Melissa
Hayes.
Let's see.
Just working on your book.
I can see
today.
comments on YouTube. Yeah.
Yep.
The greatest thing happened to me last Thursday. I watched Wine Wednesday with you and Jenna Jacob. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. She actually talked to me a lot about her the speech that she was giving, and she wanted to run some things past me, and we ended up having this really fun discussion, honestly, about some things that were going on and things to say and whatever. And she was so glad when I talked to her after it was all over, Sunday night, Monday morning, whatever it was. And she was like, I think it went really well. People seemed happy.
I missed your Wine Wednesday, baby. Sorry.
You were busy. I know.
I was the busy.
I know.
My busy.
Well, thank you, Susan. Like I said, I'm still trying to decide how I feel, but
I think she was talking about me.
I don't think she meant your hair. Your hair looks the same it always does.
It looks pretty middle-aged man. I mean, it really does. It's got the.
Oh my god!
Hey, at least you got hair. It's got hair.
You're not late, Krista. We're just meandering. I can't get through comments fast.
Kelly, yes, we see your
Paula.
comments. Yes, we see you, and we see your comments.
Yay! Now we do.
Kelly Walford.
Yes. Let's see. Nicole can't wait to get her book. Yes, I signed books this morning. I did. We got the box. Of course, it arrived while he was gone. And I signed everything this morning, and they will be going out probably tomorrow.
Between tomorrow and Friday.
Yeah, we've got to take a couple trips probably, but yeah.
Yeah, I've got a ton of boxes. But thank you guys for all of the pre-orders. So, Shayla, just take a moment, would you?
Okay.
And explain again, especially for those folks that pre-ordered the commitment from the store.
Okay.
Originally, back in the day.
Okay, so for all of you who ordered the commitment back when we very first put up the pre-order, before
August.
July.
Before July.
Well, last August, honestly.
Yeah.
We started back then. You guys are commenting so fast, I can't.
Put it on slow-mo.
I wish. Let's see. What is it? I have to wait. Oh, you guys are missing out. I'm just saying. You're drinking Diet Coke. I don't blame you. I'm trying to get caught up.
I'm Zevia root beer tonight. I know I'm but I do have the big ice cubes.
Thank you, Susan. So this is actually a new palette that I just got in the mail the other day. It's the Off Melrose palette from ColourPop, which is kind of a neutrally, there's some cools, there's some warms. I kind of dug in a little bit. So if you're interested in the Off Melrose palette, I kind of like it, but I like ColourPop's formula anyway. So here's the thing. When we sat down to write this book, and we've had a lot of people ask us, why is there now a fourth book when you said there was only going to be 3?
Why can you stick to the plan, Shayla Black? That's the
because
question.
They can't stick to the plan. And we realized, honestly, you guys, there was more to say about this chunk of the book than we thought there was going to be. And
we're talking about Unbroken Heavenly Rising.
Yeah, the confession, which look at how pretty they are, you guys. Look at how pretty they are. Ooh, there's everything about this.
It's got girth to it. Show the girth.
It's so pretty.
Look at the girth.
It's so pretty.
I hear that's a thing.
So we're very excited. So anyway, what ended up encompassing this part of the book, we thought would take about half this space. And then when we really started to get into what Seth in particular was dealing with, and then closing other chapters, people were like, but you said a lot about Zach, and you said a lot about Gloria and some other people. And we're like, yes, because those are all reflections of what's happening with Heavenly and Seth and Beck. And all of those things in their periphery are direct mirrors of some things that this trio is going through. So it's really important that we say these things. For instance, putting a final chapter between Beck and Gloria. that was to me one of the sweetest ways to put up the bookend on what had been a really crazy, interesting, different relationship, and ended up being a very sweet, warm friendship. And so to be able to just, put a layer of finality to it, I thought was really important. So you knew that Beck was 100% ready for the rest of his life. And so all of these things it took us twice the space that we really genuinely believed it was going to.
Look how big this book is, and the commitment's going to be even bigger.
The commitment will be enormous. So the thing is, what's left to talk about? We had one of two choices. We could have either shortchanged you, which wasn't an option, or we could have canceled the whole thing and given you a giant book next year, which didn't make sense to us.
The book would be too big.
The book would be too big. It would be like beyond enormous. So we finally decided that we would put out, this is almost like, in a way, the stair step, the thing that had to happen before we can give you what happens next emotionally. And I know that doesn't make sense 100% because you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, and I do, which is, I realize, not very fair. But this is my really long-winded way of saying there was a reason for everything, and it will make a lot of sense when you see the next book, and it's going to be ginormous. So yes. So what happened was, for everybody who pre-ordered previously, before we did the name change, you were ordering the commitment. And so when we did the name change, we were pretty much guessing that you wanted now the confession. So if you ordered the commitment before the name change, you are now getting the confession. They're signed, they're in the envelopes, they will be on their way to you. If you've ordered the commitment since the name change, we have those orders, and we will be waiting until we have those print books next year, and you'll get yours then.
So what you will be getting in the mail from, oh my God, I could have done that like in 30 seconds.
But you needed to understand the reason why.
I can explain the reason. You can't write short. That's the problem. You can't write short.
That is not the reason.
Because the story is so involved. And
it is.
Yes, I know. So anyway, you're getting the confession from us, and that was the book that she just showed, and that will be coming. You should be getting it. Those in the States probably early next week, and then those over the pond or over the seas a little bit later than that.
Yeah.
So. And then the commitment, which actually is the right title for that book.
Yes, for the next year's and the final book for Seth and Heavenly and Beck. Yes,
will be out in July. So
yeah,
if you've got the confession, you want to pre-order the commitment, you can either do that through us or you can do that at retailers of your choice. And I believe the cover is out there already. So you can look at that.
It is. So the cover that you saw before, I mean, in no way, shape, or form are we trying to tell you that the commitment that we meant to give you is a different commitment next year. It's not. You're still getting the same, like you're going to get the same conclusion we had planned. It's just that the steps leading up to the conclusion ended up being a lot more involved than we thought it was. So yeah.
Yeah. That's how I would have explained it.
Hi, Nancy. How are you, my
Kelly
dear?
says, how many words did William put in the book?
0. Thank you, Susan.
You see,
Thank
Kelly,
you.
I speak of us as a combination. Perhaps I should just use the talent and just call her, and just refer to her in the third person.
AKA bitch.
No, I would never say that in front of you. I mean, it's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible. Terrible, Shayla Black.
I really 100% try not to, Jan. And I know that there are some people who...
She will not.
There were some people who will just be like, I just want to tell the cute, fun, short story. And that's great. I like to read them sometimes. I'm just not that person. Like I've even had other authors say to me, if they've read A Forbidden Confession, they're like, I don't know how you put that much plot into something that short. And I'm like, because that's just my brain works to try to say all the things.
Okay. Do not read Dana Samora's note.
Okay.
Do not read it. Do not.
Okay. You missed that. I know you did.
My man, Booby.
The Nicole, if you're asking about the cover for The Commitment, it's on my website already. So it's like a pinky, kind of blushy, pinky shade, I think. I need new contacts, y'all. I can't read so well anymore.
Cindy, we don't have the old covers anymore,
I
darling.
have
I am
zero.
sorry. I think we have one set, and that's Shayla's set. And
No,
that's
I
it.
have Rain Falling originals.
Oh, the Rain Falling.
I forgot to keep. I forgot to keep Heavenly Rising originals. I don't know where my brain was. I don't know. I don't know. There's still so much to say, you guys. I can't even, and I've been surprised at how many people are like, oh, they're just setting up all these future books. Not necessarily.
See, I have a question. Bless you. Bless you.
Sorry.
Is it hard to stop at the confession?
It's allergy season.
Bless you.
Sorry.
Okay. Is it hard to stop at the confession and not continue writing through the commitment?
Oh my gosh.
I had to believe, because you're such in the zone.
We're in the zone, and we've like figured out the timeline, and we know where we want to go. And it was like, it's painful, you guys. It really, really is. But I want you to understand that just because we're showing other characters and things they're doing in their lives, it's not necessarily an indication that so-and-so and thus and such are getting their series. It's more an indication that something that's going on in their lives is going to either does currently or will soon have an impact with this trio's lives. And so many people are like, like, oh, well, you spent like a whole chapter dealing with thus and such and though and so, and you could have just kept writing Seth and Beck and Heavenly. And I was like,
true.
But that's not the way it worked. And there are reasons for everything. And I can't even explain to you how much we're setting up for what comes next. And if I take that out, then what happens next doesn't make sense.
See, Jan's starting back at the choice and now thinks she's seeing Easter eggs about Seth and his backstory.
Yeah, that's how this works. Thank you guys all the sudden, or also for all the bless yous. I appreciate that.
That's cool, Susan. She feels like you're watching a movie while reading your books.
Oh, thank you.
I thought at first it says, do any of you watch a movie while you read her books? I'm like, well, I guess you could, but
and it's funny because I'll tell you guys something that and I know there are some of you who are aspiring writers who have talked to me about maybe writing someday, but you don't feel like you know what you're doing,
right?
Or you're not sure that it's going to, like, it's something that's really for you. And that's totally understandable and acceptable. And, it's not an easy thing to do. I'll tell you, but those comments in particular mean a lot to me, because when I first started writing, you have a tendency to lean into things that you as a reader enjoy, which makes sense, right? They're the things that you look for in a book and you get really excited about in a book. So I remember, like, really the first year or two that I was writing, and I was in this critique group with some other ladies, and one of them said to me, and she used to write these really kind of cute, offbeat, quirky heroine stories.
Mm-hmm.
And she loved setting. Like, she wanted to tell you where you were at and what everybody was wearing and all of that kind of stuff. Hi, Joe. And
Joe Biggs.
Like how everybody's hair was done. And to her, that was really important, because she was like, if you don't tell me those things, then I can't see the movie in my head when I'm reading. And all I cared about was people feeling things. Right. I wanted to tell you all the emotions and give you the dialogue and do like the big dramatic, that was my thing, because that's what I looked for in a book. And she said to me once, when I read your stuff, I feel like I'm watching two people in a soap opera who just talk to each other. And it doesn't matter what they're wearing or where they're at or what they're doing, other than, talking or their dramatic moment or whatever. And so I really took that to heart. And I've tried for years to make sure that I set as scenes so that the visual people of the world, in other words, not me, can see
Are you not
what's
visual?
going. I am not visual.
Not like
I
me,
wish I
huh?
was. I know you are, and
We
I'm
need more
not.
room here. I swear to God, I have to turn sideways.
You do not.
Yes, I do. No, I want you in the picture.
Well, that
but
would be nice.
my shirt gets all humped up. Hobo can't be
I'm
humped up.
sitting here pouring out my heart, and you're worried about your shirt being humped up.
Oh, it's always about how I look. Okay, let's not get too upset here. Do ahead of ourselves.
Okay. When writing, how do you balance the character's inner dialogue? So I would say that the most important thing is to keep the dialogue, action, that business going. I really try, if you're talking about a direct internal monologue, I try to keep that for when it's ironic or interesting or really, really important. Otherwise, it tends to just slow your pace down. Let's see. Thank you, Kelly. That means the world to me. I appreciate that so
Kelly.
much. I try really hard not to. And you guys, I'm writing right now, and I'm doing that thing where I'm literally, and I do this a lot at the beginning of a book anyway, because you're trying to convey so many things quickly and still keep going forward while you're giving people info they need to understand what's going on. And I'm like questioning every word. It's really slow and annoying.
And I'll say this, and I see Kelly, I see your second note there as well. But it's growing up with you, I've always known what an emotional person you are. You have a lot of emotions in you. And it's amazing, and it's rare, I think, to be able to translate those emotions to the page as clearly as you do. Because you can write them, but to make someone feel what you're feeling or make them feel what you want them to feel from that character's motivation, I'm getting sappy here, but that's pretty impressive. So that's one for Shayla Black.
Well, thank you.
You bet.
Thank you. I've said for a long time, a lot of people value the book that that you don't know what's coming next. Like they keep you guessing, and you love that. And I love that too sometimes. But I'm going to say that some of the best craftspeople I've ever read in my life are the people who don't give me the trick plots, you can see them coming from a mile away, and you can brace and you can think, I'm going to be able to get through this, and I'm not going to shed a tear, or I'm not going to get mad, or I'm not going to whatever. And it's all BS. Like some of these people are so good that even though you see it coming, even though you braced for it, you are completely destroyed when they're done with you in that scene. And I'm like, I wish there was a way to be like, but this is really important. You guys value this so much. I know you saw it coming, and I know you wish you didn't, but oh my gosh, when somebody can still make you feel, even though you're like, okay, it's coming. I know it's coming. I got it. And you don't got it. Like there's some people who are great like that. And I'm just like, I'm always in awe of that. So, and I maybe sometimes I value that more than the plot that makes you guess a lot. I don't know. I like both, just for different reasons. What do you like? You just like action.
Let's see. Food, TV, girls. That's about it.
Well, it's like, when Sierra was here over the weekend, she had never watched a bunch of my favorite movies. So we watched The Ugly Truth, and Gerard Butler says, men are simple. And I won't repeat the rest because it's bad.
We're simple to take care of. That's for sure.
Thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. I'm always looking to expand, and somehow I never want to stop improving. It's really important to me. It's hard to convey that.
And it amazes me. You've gone how many? I mean, I'm almost 100 books now, and can still create uniqueness.
Because my brain is weird.
Because your brain is a crazy place.
Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate you. You guys are giving me all the feels tonight.
But that's why they say I married well. Just saying.
Oh.
Yeah, Susan, I'm kind of keen on her. She's kind of swell in my book.
Yes, it is very important to show and not tell. But I'll say this. There are times when, because I was actually talking to Jen about this the other day. There are times when what you're showing isn't important, or what you're trying to convey isn't important enough for a whole scene. If it's a minor point, like, it's okay to tell that. If it's just like a tidbit of information you need to drop, you can tell it and move on. Part of what you have to discern when you're writing a book is, what's the important information and how much do I need to make the reader feel about it so that I can make, not just tell them information, but make them feel something so that it's important later to lay the groundwork for something else. Like, it's a whole kind of conversation in your head. And I'm doing this right now where I'm like, I have my whole plot spread out in front of me.
For what book?
More Than Desire You. And I actually have fewer scenes in this book than I think I'll have in Hate You, but I think they're going to be longer scenes for multiple reasons. And so I'm like doing this dance of, what do I need to show? Because there's backstory here. There's a lot of backstory here. And like, what do I need to show versus what do I need to just like drop you a truth bomb and then move on?
Can I just say the Desire You cover is probably my most favorite Reed Family Reckoning covers. Have we revealed that yet?
Yeah.
We did. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
I love that cover.
So yeah, I'm excited about that too. That needs you. I love the way he's like hovering over her shoulder. Like, that just does something for me. I don't know. But I like them all. Or I wouldn't.
Susan, you're right. I'm married up. That's right. I'm married up.
I really need to have my contacts look at. I cannot almost read those comments. I have to be like, hi, I'm reading comments now. I used to be able to read them from like this distance, and I'm struggling right now.
Yeah, I don't know a way to. You know what we should do is have a second monitor, but then your head's going left and right.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
No. You want me to read them to you?
No. Kathy, it's something that's we're up for discussion for. I mean, we've laid groundwork for a couple of reasons. And one of which is, we might actually do this. We need to have some conversation about whether we think there's enough there for the kind of breadth of saga that we've been telling in the Unbroken series.
Yeah, but then you got to balance that against your other works.
Exactly. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. So it's one of those things that we continue to talk about. Oh, thank you, Nancy.
Thank you, Nancy.
Most of the time I like him. And then there's sometimes.
Hey, I cook for you.
And baby's home. She's been with Mitchell, so they were playing Lego Harry Potter again. I know, they just dig this stuff. I don't know.
Oh my God. You know what I was doing when I was 25?
Yeah,
you don't want to know.
Yeah, well, I was married to you.
Oh, I wasn't married.
We were engaged.
Okay.
Yeah. I tried to give you descriptions that I think are important, or details that are important. You know what, Jan? It's not that reading glasses. I'm the opposite. I'm so blind in the distance. If I take my contacts and my glasses off, I read just fine like this. It's that I'm so blind in the distance that I have to have so much correction that I can't see.
You need a monocle. That's what
you're saying. That is not what I'm saying.
I've got one. I can lend you.
I know that you do. That's something we've kind of talked about in passing, but right now, particularly the twins are about something. There's a payoff for that coming up.
Twins is a lot of work. I got to tell you. It's a lot of work.
Please.
A lot of work. Trust me on that.
Oh my God. Pike and River, you married your brother's good friend. You can relate a little.
Hello.
And there's baby. Good. Would you like to poke your head in and say hi?
Do you have a big time? Did you play all the Lego? Hello.
Oh, that was attractive.
What are y'all doing?
Well, I think we're talking to the folks.
Mallory Black, we are live.
That's right.
We're live right now.
That's right.
And that's how it is.
Professional with an agenda?
Well, kind of, yeah.
Joe, I hear about your husband wearing bifocal contacts. I'm
wearing them.
I'm not putting anything in my eye. Not putting anything in my eye, much less dick. That's for sure. But I'm not putting anything in my eye.
Yeah, no, I'm wearing bifocal contacts. I just haven't been to the eye doctor in like over a year, and I think my eyes have changed. So,
I cannot even put my finger close to my eye. It's not going to happen.
and that was kind of it for us too, Kathy. We were also equally interested in all these people because it does make up the sum of what Seth is going through right now. So to not give you a complete picture of his current life and what he's reflecting against and what is kind of making him think about things would not have made the story the same. Like, we thought seriously about leaving some of those things out, but I don't think it would have made as much sense. Like, so yeah. Oh, geez, Brenda, the favorite question.
What was your favorite movie?
I don't have a favorite. It just depends on what I'm in the mood for.
Can I tell you?
I have a collection of some of my favorites.
Can we kind of shift a little bit here?
Okay.
Because I'll say I know what one of her favorite movies was, and this is a great homage to someone who just passed away this week, Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah.
She
So
loves
sad.
Grease.
I loved Grease.
Loved Grease. And of course, she did so much more than that. What a great singer she was.
Yeah.
But Olivia Newton-John, I don't think anyone, I think you talk about people that just kind of led their life great, I don't know if she had any enemies or didn't make things that she wasn't the center of everything. She was just a performer.
Yeah.
She was just a nice person, and it's just very, very
And I
sad.
saw something that was so true. Somebody had posted on Facebook about how Gen X girls everywhere were so sad about the passing of Olivia Newton-John because it was about Grease and Xanadu and getting physical and like all of these kind of touchstones that we grew up with. That it's like, I look at, my Gen Z daughter and I'm like, you get it, but you don't, because you weren't there when like these were important things that were new. No, you were not.
Well, I grew up watching.
Well, you did, but you're not. You're technically a Gen Z. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it was a sad kind of thing, and I
think about her career. She was good friends with the folks from ABBA.
Oh,
and they did a whole TV series. I mean, just singing together and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, she used to date. God, what was it? No, I'm thinking of a different actress. But the first joke I can remember as a kid, was about her.
Yeah.
And do you want to hear the joke?
Okay.
This is one I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What would Olivia Newton-John's name change to if she married Elton John?
Olivia
Newton-John. So
yeah,
stupid humor, right?
Yeah.
But, she was.
How old was that joke? Like
100 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But, she was an awesome person.
Yeah, I felt a lot like she was in some ways like she was special, but on some level she also seemed a little bit like every woman. You could just sort of relate to her. And
she sang with a pureness.
She did. And it's sad.
Hopelessly Devoted to You. I mean,
which wasn't originally in the Broadway production, by the way.
Great song.
Yeah. So sad to see her pass for sure. But you guys, thank you for understanding my long-winded explanations of why things were important in the book. And I promise you, there is a purpose for everything. And we are keeping mindful of all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What else do you have for me tonight, my dear?
Well, a whole over the place. Well, you guys know I'm back from the great state of Pennsylvania. I have a few complaints about the state of Pennsylvania. I'd like to tick those off.
Oh.
But as soon as I recap my trip, I had a great trip visiting my mom and my sister and my two nieces. Didn't get a chance to see my eldest nephew. He was on a business trip. And my youngest nephew, who is living in Minnesota now, the Marine, Tyler, but got to celebrate my youngest niece's birthday, Grace. She turned 18, and it was awesome
And we celebrated her high school graduation.
We were a little late in our gift, so we combined the two together. I think she was happy. Got to spend some time with sweet Avery. Avery took baby Black out for
till 3 in the morning.
I didn't get in the bed till 4. So
Well, that's right. It was 3 here.
And no, I did wait up. I did wait up because this one was going to have a conniption if I didn't.
Oh yeah,
So I told her to go to bed.
which I didn't.
have it under control. And
I tried. I just couldn't.
She can't stand it.
I
so
can't.
baby had a really nice time. My mom is doing really well. She mom's just motating. I mean, she's 74, 75 now. Is that right?
No, my mom is 74. Your mom's more like 77 or 8, I think.
44. So what is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
78.
70. No, she's not 78.
Yes, she is, honey.
My young whippersnapper of a
She's
mother.
78.
Oh, Lord. She doesn't look it. I'll tell you that. But she's living her life, loving it with her little puppy, Chloe.
It's great that she enjoys her new place, too.
And I got her turned on. I showed Mom. I said, Mom, you can actually, I know she changes channels every once in a while. And I said, you know what? You can actually listen to music on your TV. So I got her set up with Amazon Music.
Yeah.
And I found the perfect station for her, guys.
Which she really, actually, a lot of people like.
It's Yacht Rock. So if you ever go on XM or you go on Apple Music or what's the other one? Spotify, all those.
They all have Yacht Rock.
Go to Yacht Rock. It's just kind of the soft rock from the early 70s to late 70s, early 80s. And boy, she loved that.
No, there was more beyond that, but there's a lot of that.
But
so
she
anyway.
loved that. She loved it.
Where in Minnesota? I don't know.
I'm not real sure, frankly, Nicole. I'm not real sure.
He and his girlfriend just settled there, and we're not really exactly sure where it is.
So I'm trying to talk my sister into having her and the whole family, she and the whole family come out here for Thanksgiving. So we're going to see how that works out. But I would love to have them out here.
Yeah.
Favorite foods while you were there, Jan? We ate a lot. You know what happens is like going on a cruise ship. You plan your day around your meals, right? But Mom doesn't get to go to a lot of restaurants. She doesn't go out a lot. So she eats at home a lot. So we went out a couple of times, took her out. She loves to go out to breakfast. We had a wonderful breakfast and the First Watch. It was really good.
Yeah, which we have a First Watch here, I think.
And then Gracie wanted to go to Outback for her
birthday.
Yeah. So we did a lot of the chain stuff. But I did get my Chinese food fix because this one is not a Chinese food eater by choice. But we were gonna go out to another place that night, and I said, you know what? How about I just order Chinese in and we eat that because that's really what I wanted. Oh my God, it was so good. It was so good.
He called me and he was like, oh
my gosh, and just makes you feel good.
And I think that was the night that Sierra and I went to Texas Roadhouse, and we went there literally on purpose between the post-church rush and the dinner crowd. So we actually had been talking pretty much all day, which is pretty much what we did for the 4 days she was here. And then I guess we went about 3:45 in the afternoon, and they looked at us. There's only like 3 other people in the whole place. And they looked at us like, why are you here? I'm like, listen, just give me some rolls. And
see, Shayla, you're getting to be one of those that got to have dinner at 4, at home by 5, and locking the doors.
Tabitha.
That's not the way to live life. But the complaints, I had a couple of complaints about my trip to Pennsylvania.
Hang on 1 second. Let me answer. Dana, no. Joe T. Garcia's is only in Fort Worth. I wish there was, but no.
But in Dana,
go to Meet Tierra.
And you know who is at Meet Tierra?
Who?
And I have a picture. I didn't share it with you yet. 2 of my favorite people. Remember and I don't know his name. I feel bad. But the lead actor from Shang-Chi.
Oh, okay.
And guess who was with him?
Who?
Agent Carter.
Oh
my God.
At Meet Tierra?
At Meet Tierra, and they were like posing with the owner.
At the one we go to in that weird strip mall? Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
I was just like,
Meet Tierra is really, it's a 24, it used to be 24/7. I don't think they are anymore, but they have a big bakery out front, and like they have still live mariachis, kind of strolling around as you're eating. Like it's kind of just this family. It's an old family restaurant, but it's so good.
Virginia, prayers for your husband, sweetheart. I just saw that you're at the hospital with him.
Oh, honey, where did I miss it?
She's right there.
There we go.
She's at the hospital.
Oh, Virginia, we're sending all the hugs and prayers. I hope he's
darling.
okay.
Oh my
Oh, please keep us posted. Did I get any? We didn't get any yesterday.
We got it today.
We got it
Kathy.
today.
Finally.
Finally.
It skipped us yesterday. It had a drop or two. It kind of teased you.
Yes.
And then, because, tease like Shayla. And then today it really rained really well. Favorite Chinese dish? What's your favorite Chinese dish?
Nothing.
My favorite Chinese dish is probably mushu chicken. I love mushu chicken. Simulu. Okay. Christina, thank you. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing his name.
Thank you.
And then who am I thinking of for Agent Carter? What's her name?
Oh gosh. Haley.
Haley Atwell.
Atwell. That was it.
God.
Took me a minute.
And you don't normally see her without makeup and with long hair.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. She's amazing. I wonder if they were in town for a
oh my
signing or
gosh.
something.
I hope so. Oh, honey.
Oh my gosh.
My heart goes out to y'all.
Mm.
I really hope so. Please keep us posted.
Be thinking about you, Virginia.
Yes,
you
for
and your
sure.
husband. That's terrible. Well, it's happy. Hopefully they got it all.
Oh,
so
they're
it's
here
important.
for a convention. Okay.
Oh, Christina, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And they got to go to meet Tierra. That's awesome.
That's fantastic. Because
I would have driven.
It is good. It is good. And every time we go to San Antonio, we're like, we have to plan to go to meet Tierra.
That's the only reason. Well, no, it's not the only reason.
Not the only
one
reason.
of the highlights of
it
going.
is.
We're going to be going again
in the fall, I guess.
In the fall, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I
Yep.
just love it. Just love it. Too damn hot to walk around right now.
It is. Right now it is. So let's see. Do you have anything else like pressing?
Well, no, I have my complaints about
I'm sorry,
Pennsylvania.
your complaints. I have bookie things to talk
number
about.
one. Okay. I know, in the whole scheme of things. I know. Gas was $1 more a gallon.
Yes.
So not acceptable.
We talked about that.
Number two, groceries, more expensive.
Yeah.
And less things on the shelf.
Wow.
They didn't have as much. They didn't have a lot of stuff in stock. My biggest complaint, though, the morning I was flying out, we flew home that afternoon. So I set the morning up to take my mom's car to get the emissions and inspection stickers done. Well, apparently they have 2 stickers. Apparently kids just have 1. Got to have 2. So I'm sure there's some money-making deal behind that. But so I made an appointment Sunday night to take it to this place. I went in there, got in there at like 9:30 in the morning, stand in line, talked to the old boy, and I said, okay, do it. He says, you're out of luck, bud. I said, why? He says, well, we're all out of tags. Everybody around here is out of tags. Harrisburg hasn't sent us any for weeks. I'm like, okay, that's just ridiculous.
It is.
That's just ridiculous. So you have a so-called tax or a registration or a fee, basically you're expecting people to pay, otherwise you'll ticket them.
Right. But you won't send them the things to finish this. Okay.
I want to know who's in charge. I want to talk to the person in charge, but I don't know. It's not right. But again,
I was just happy to get you two home.
Small things to complain about. Otherwise, had a wonderful visit. It hurts my heart every time because I really want to see them more often. And I wish we were so much physically closer.
Yeah.
And it's tough when we're not because, you know me, I like to nurture and help. And sometimes folks don't appreciate that too much because
No. Let's be clear.
Overboard,
let's be clear. You like to round up and make sure that
every widget is turned right. Hey, that looks off. Let me fix that for you.
Yes.
Here, let me tell you how I would do it. Okay?
Oh, that's a good one too. That's a good one too.
People appreciate that. But we had a good time.
But I was glad to get you two home because I missed you guys a lot.
We were happy to be home.
Sarah and I had fun, but it was nice to get my loved ones home.
Food at the airport sucked.
It always does.
Okay.
It's food at the airport. So I feel like and I know I say this a lot, but there is always a lot going on around here.
You have a big newsletter coming out.
I do. So
next week,
any of you guys, I know most of you who are here probably are already subscribers. If you're listening after the fact, or you just found us on YouTube, or you're like, who the heck is this chick? I want to know what's going on. ShaylaBlack.com. There's an easy peasy way in the upper right hand corner to sign up.
Big
for
old box. You can't miss it.
the newsletter. There's a lot of stuff happening, and we're going to start making some announcements next week.
Can I give a tease about what some of that's going to be?
Okay.
Merch.
Yes.
Last newsletter, we just announced the new mug that we designed and put out there, the coffee mug on the website in the merch store. But there will be
More merch.
Plethora
Yes.
of new merch next week.
Yes.
It's already built. It's ready to go. But, we have to tease, and it will be out in the newsletter. It's going to be coming out.
Are you going to talk about that
Mid
little
next
item
week.
over there?
I'll talk about that next week. Because
Okay.
we'll include that.
Okay,
'Cause I don't
all
have
right.
the link for it right now.
Okay. That's a good point.
But I think there's several that you're going to like. There's one that she's already in love with.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to show that to you guys.
Yep.
But it's finally, it's overdue. There's more coming beyond this.
Yeah.
But this is brand new merch with brand new sayings and all this fun stuff.
Yep.
So
that we're having fun with.
it's going to be fun. I can't wait
Yes.
to show it.
And
you know what we'll do?
What?
We'll do a slideshow next
Okay.
time.
All
So
right.
we can show everybody
Okay.
what it looks like.
I like it.
And I'll use my pen like this as I
Okay.
talk because people appreciate how I put the point to things.
Okay, either that or you're going to poke somebody's eye out.
Nope, that's not till December with A Christmas Story. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks.
Shoot your eye out.
Shoot your eye out. No. More patience is required. Just a tiny bit, Nicole.
But make sure you're signed up for the Shayla Bike VIP
yes.
newsletter. You will be the first to know.
Yes.
And then we'll be talking about it on Wednesday.
Then I'm also going to be starting to talk more and more about More Than Desire You, because this is a twisted little story.
Why is every book you talk about is just got some sort of quirk to it? Nothing straightforward.
Define quirk.
He meets her. I can't.
No, go on. No, go on.
There's conflict.
Well, yeah, there is.
Then there's the reckoning.
Is that what?
There's the outside influence.
Oh, okay. I thought this was trying to be like something else.
There's a race against time to catch a killer.
No, not.
And then they come back together in Congress.
In Congress. Oh my
in
God.
Congress.
Is anybody like really? This isn't sexy to me. Is it just me?
If I used another hand symbol, it would be construed inappropriate.
Oh.
And we'd have a YouTube strike. So I can't do that.
Oh.
You see, I'm trying to keep you out of trouble.
See, Nicole says we like the twisted angst.
Oh,
Yes.
so you like this, but this. I see what you're doing. Okay, Nicole, I got it. I got it.
Krista likes that too. She's please keep going.
Krista, I try to provide a little education in addition
This is
to
educational
entertainment.
now.
When a man and a woman love each other very, very, very much.
Very, very, very.
What tapping out? What is that? What is that?
Exactly, Eve. But with hands, apparently. Who knew?
Hey, it's better than point puppets. I'm just saying.
Whoa, yeah.
Coitus is the worst word ever.
It's really so unattractive.
Here, let me quit you. No, it
that's
doesn't. That
not
just
what
doesn't roll off the tongue.
That's not how it
Thank
works.
God there was
anyway.
another 4-letter word that actually worked a lot better.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to quit her one day.
No,
I
that
don't-
is
I
not
don't
how
think
that
that's gonna
works.
work.
That is not how that works.
No.
Well, yeah, Keely has already put an appearance in More Than Desire You, and I'm only on like page 20, y'all. So
Hold still while I quit you. No, it's not
are you
gonna work.
still on coit? It's actually not a verb.
That would be a great saying on some shirts.
It's not a verb.
I love coit. I don't know.
My gosh, it's not a verb. So I'm
Susan, the Big Bang Theory. Don't ever put that word in any of your books, Julie says.
You know what? I agree with that. Although if I did, y'all would get the joke. I'm just saying.
Where's boxcar in your books? There's no reference to a boxcar.
No, there is not.
Should we talk to that sage of enlightenment, Boxcar Bill? Let's go down to the
Who's
tracks.
talking about quitting?
Let's go down to the tracks and talk to Boxcar Bill.
Quitting. You could take something so sexy and make it so unsexy. This is not sexy.
You can always do it in reverse. I don't know.
Reverse coiting. Okay.
Or there's the behind. You guys are a bad influence. You're worse. You're a bad influence. And yes, I'm looking at you, Julie. Bad influence.
Y'all, just saying. So yeah, working on Desire You, already thinking about the next of the Wicked and Devoted duets, Matt and Madison. Lots and lots and lots going through my head about that. Just so much happening in my little brain.
Susan has the great one-liners. Talk about a banana split. Come on.
Right? Oh, and don't want to forget, for those of you who don't know, didn't hear, with Tempted by the Executives, which is the next Forbidden Confession in the Filthy Rich Bosses series, that will be the first MFM Minaj book I've written, wow, in like 10 years.
Are you breaking news right now, Shayla Black, that Tempted by the Executives
I've said it before, but not everybody heard it.
will be a menage book?
It will be a menagerie book.
So it's an FMF. Is
No,
that what you said? No,
that is not what I'm saying.
No, what are you saying? I don't understand.
MFM,
What does that stand for?
male, female, male.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay.
So there's going to be some hot stuff going on.
There is going to be some super hot stuff going on.
This girl's going to be the stuffing of an Oreo. Is
yes,
that what you're saying?
She's the filling of a sandwich.
Oh my
and
God.
she's freaking happy about it. I'm pretty sure.
So inappropriate. So inappropriate.
You know, just figure I want to have fun with these things, and I've missed writing a good menage. So it's time. It's time. I enjoy writing a good menage. You might have guessed.
Hey.
If you read the confession, you might have guessed. I enjoy.
Hey, I'm an executive. Come on. Meet my other buddy, executive too.
What is Shannon saying? Right?
Yeah, Shannon, I think that would definitely require a lot of effort and some good sleep afterwards too. So.
Oh, that's perfect, Kelly. She's the innards to the taco. Yes, the devil in the egg. Yes.
Are we saying there's some roasting going on there? Is that what we're saying?
Something like that.
Okay.
We like inappropriate.
Ruth, the problem is my mom's probably going to watch this tomorrow. And
I
she's
know.
Gonna call me about her behavior.
That's
on this
right.
podcast.
That's right.
So
that's kind of what I'm going to be up to for the next few months. What would you like me to say about that?
I gave you links.
Okay. I remembered. Well, that could mean a lot of things.
So to remind everybody, Eve says I'd be dead in 2 minutes. I would die with a smile on my face, Miss Candrass. I would. Or a shocked face. I don't know. They roll me and steal for my money, right? She'll call. Yeah, my mom will call me about coitus comments.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if my mom knows what that word means. So let's just shh. Let's not talk about it anymore.
She might look it up.
No, mom. Ignore it. So as you guys remember, we have Readers on the River. Is this the Readers on the River one?
Yes.
Is coming up toward the end of September 23rd through the 25th, I believe. And
something like that.
It's already sold out, but in case any of you are joining us, we'll be closing this pre-order out soon.
Like in the next couple weeks.
That if you want to order a book, reserve a book, or a bundle, go there and you can do that there. And that's going to be our next to last book signing. Excuse me, you see us at our again?
Yes.
Oh my God, you've got me trained. So Shayla's last book signing of the year will be at Love in Vegas, and that's at the end of October 28th, I believe, in Las Vegas, Nevada.
At the Planet Hollywood. And last time I saw, she said she had a few general tickets left. Now, I don't know if that was an old post, but I think it was just from a few days ago.
She got a bigger facility.
She did.
Or a bigger ballroom.
Yeah.
But just to let you guys know, if you're going to be there and want to reserve a book, I just put this up yesterday. So we got a number of pre-orders already.
Okay.
So if you're going to be joining us and want to reserve a book or a bundle, go ahead and
and because especially to Vegas, we are flying, so we can't take every book. So if there's a particular book, if you're like,
oh no, I'll be shipping things. There's no way I can throw it on.
Yeah, if you're looking for something in the middle of a series, we typically don't bring those to a signing because people, often come up and they either want the latest if they're up with you, or if they don't know who you are, they want the first in whatever series they're interested in. So middle of series frequently just gets left at home.
Since Shayla made me sell the airplane, I have
Yeah.
to fly commercially now, so I
Uh-huh.
can't take
Uh-huh.
everything. Captain Bradley.
Yes, unfortunately, Jan, it is the haunted Planet Hollywood. So, yeah.
It would be cool to have a plane, but you know how much that would cost
Oh,
to maintain?
to maintain.
Buying it is one thing, but then maintaining it.
Well, look at this. Happy anniversary, your 40th.
Yay, Susan.
That is amazing.
Yay, Susan.
That
That's
is
awesome.
amazing. Good for y'all. I hope you do something fun and fantastic.
Kathy,
and
yes, she said it was haunted, but that's why she's bringing me this time.
That's not why I'm bringing
because they
him.
won't come around me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No.
They'll just go around you and come back to me.
They're intimidated by all this.
No.
They're intimidated. Who isn't intimidated by all this?
I am just sensitive.
Damn it.
Yes.
No, anymore you roll over and you're fast asleep. So
I'm not that kind of sensitive. You're funny. Ha 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 ha.
Eve, ghost hunting. Yes. Ghost hunting would be fun.
We did go on a voodoo tour through New Orleans with me once.
It was hot.
It was hot.
God, I hate hot.
And I
hate being hot.
You kind of stayed on the sidewalk and half listened most of the time.
I was bored.
I know you were.
I was keeping you kids safe.
Well,
on the mean streets of New Orleans.
Well, thank you. So that's really it. And then in between those two trips, I will be going to the Hawaii with my mother. So the next few months are going to be pretty crazy. And if I'm not here, maybe you'll get some fun time with William and Baby on a Wednesday.
So before we leave everybody, I want to start doing this at the end of broadcast.
Wait, I wasn't done.
Oh, sorry. Go
ahead. So
we got yellow.
I know. I don't know what happened. That's really weird.
I got to get the demo.
You know what it is?
What?
The ghosts heard that you don't believe in them and they came and turned our lights yellow. Just saying.
Ghosts.
So, and actually we're going to have an anniversary in less than a month too.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
How many years? Quick.
Stop asking me these questions. What year we get married? Oh yeah, that was right. So that would be 9 plus.
Do.
I don't know. I can't count in my head. How many years?
Are you serious?
Like 32, 33,
31.
Okay, I was close. Feels like 33. I don't know.
You get another elbow in the moobs.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So a lot of you have asked about how mom is doing. She's doing pretty well. I had a nice talk with her the day that those two flew out, and she's getting ready it was a pre-scheduled, from a year ago, remodel. They're redoing all the tile in her house. She's having the fireplace in her family room redone because when they built it, you can back me up on this. It's so enormous. It takes up half the room.
The TV's just too big.
And the TV.
No, the problem is the TV's not so big. It's that damn cabinet they put it in.
Well,
and that cabinet needs to go.
Well, I don't know that was what was planned, but the large bench that goes with the hearth of the fireplace takes up half the room. So she's gone for the next few weeks up to
your dad wanted the
condo,
biggest TV ever,
and he got it,
and he only watched 2 channels. So I don't get it.
They just want big TV. No, Susan. That was a conversation. Honestly, when I talked to her last Thursday, it was, in fact, the first time she's actually talked about ever moving back here in 25 years. Right. But she's probably going to stay back there for another few years. She was going to retire. She was in she was real estate partners with her cousin, and her cousin had found another partner, but then that other partner decided that something else was going to be better suited to her. So my mom's decided to stay on for a little bit longer until her cousin can find another partner.
I like the other partner.
Well, I know you said you did. I never got to meet her, but
she was awesome.
So at anyway, she's going to hang around for a while, and she still has a lot of friends there, and she still does some business there, even if in her semi-retirement she was still getting referrals and taking listings.
She likes being able to be in her home and then
She
going up to the
does.
mountains within 3 hours
Yep.
and going back and forth. And I understand.
She wants, and that's kind of what she said. I
Yeah.
want a few years to really enjoy this
Right.
cabin, and then she said, and then I'll probably move back. So
Yep.
I said, okay.
Jan, yeah, you better brush up on your episodes of the match
Mhm.
game. That would be fun to do a match game on Wicked Wednesdays.
Oh, okay.
Bill Todman, Mark Goodsman, Bill Todman,
And Bill
production.
Todman production.
And
That's
who
right.
is the host of the match game?
Gene Rayburn.
The best
I
game
liked
show
Gene
host
Rayburn.
ever. He was funnier than hell.
He was funny.
And who was your favorite guest or contestant or the guest celebrity?
I don't remember. I don't remember the contestants
Well,
that well.
the longest running people were Brett Summers, who was married to Jack Klugman at the time.
Oh, I did not know that.
Charles Nelson Riley.
Yes, I remember him.
And the middle was always in the bottom, for the most part, was Richard Dawson.
Yeah.
And everyone loved Richard. And so my favorite, of course, to this day.
Didn't you say they were pretty much smashed all the time?
All the time. They film them back to back.
Oh
But
my
my
God.
favorite was Charles Nelson Riley. To this
He
day.
was hysterical.
He was just an amazing dude. A lot of people love Richard, but Charles Nelson Riley to me was the tops.
Yeah. So that's kind of where mom's at. She's doing okay. She's she says it gets lonely at night, and her little Maltese or Maltipoo, I think it is, was more of my dad's dog than her dog, but they're getting along okay. And like I said, she had fun on her Alaska cruise with her friends, and so she's up in the mountains now, hanging out with more cousins and family and whatnot. So she's doing okay. It's kind of one day at a time for mom.
True. Robin, I loved Hollywood Squares too. Paul Lynn and Charles Nelson Riley, two of the funniest guys I've ever seen, and just great. But remember, Paul Lynn was always in the middle square.
Mm-hmm.
He was about the only constant. Of course, George Goebbels, and they have some of the people that Rosemary and people like that.
Yeah, Charo.
Karen Valentine was on there for a while, and anyway. All right, sorry, I'm getting off on subjects.
So here's the thought.
What's that?
Maybe we could talk about shows from the last decade someday.
Well, I was going to say that we should leave each broadcast with something that we're watching or what we're recommending for folks to watch.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That would be kind of cool.
That'd be okay.
So I'll let you go first. You share with the folks something you're streaming or something that's caught your eye.
So I can only tell you, and some of these are oldies but goodies for me anyway. While Sierra was here, she says, I don't really watch that much in the way of movies. And so we would talk literally, you guys, we were up and talking business hardcore by like 8 o'clock in the morning at the latest. And then we would still be talking sometimes at, 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night. And then I would say, okay, let's unwind. Let's watch a movie. So I got her to watch some of my favorites that she hadn't seen any of them. And we watched them all for different reasons. And they're vastly different films. And so she was like, that is bizarre that they're just so polar opposite kind of things. So we watched everything from, I think we started with Dodgeball, which is, I love Dodgeball. If you've never seen Dodgeball, it looks ridiculous. And she said that's why she had never watched it, because it looked ridiculous. But it is, in fact, really a hero's journey plot. And it's just funny along the way while you're watching it. And then I think we watched the original, the first 365 D&I on Netflix. And if you haven't seen Massimo, you must. And then another night we watched Twilight. She had never seen Twilight. We watched Crazy Rich Asians. She'd never seen that.
That was a good movie. I enjoyed that.
And there was something else we watched that's escaping me right now.
I like Constance Wu.
Yeah, I like Constance Wu as well. So at any rate, we just had a good time bouncing around different films. And so next time I'm going to open her eyes to some things like she's never seen Keira Knightley in Pride and Prejudice, which is another one of my absolute favorites. and she never watched any Virgin River. So I know you hate Virgin River. I like it.
A little milk with your granola. Yeah.
Yes, and the third installment of 365 is coming on the 19th, and we're very excited.
I tried to turn Mom on to the Virgin Kid.
Yeah,
River
you
thing
said that.
for you.
We'll see how
if
that
she does
goes.
that. Okay, my recommendations.
Yes, go for it.
Okay, there's going to be two.
Which will be gorier than mine, by the way.
One is current right now, and one is a throwback. Sorry.
Okay.
The current one, and actually someone saw me watching it on the airplane.
Oh,
and said,
okay.
"Oh my God, you're watching it. It's an amazing show."
Okay.
The Terminal List on Amazon Prime. The Terminal List on Amazon Prime. It's with Brad.
Is that the one with Chris Pratt?
Yeah, Chris Pratt.
Thank
Sorry,
you. I haven't seen it.
And actually, Constance Wu's in it as well.
Oh, is she? Okay.
But great. It's probably one long movie, but they broke it up into episodes, and it was really, really good. I enjoyed the hell out of that. My throwback for you guys, and take a moment and go watch it for all its glory and all its cheesiness. Xanadu with Olivia Newton-John and Gene Kelly. And go and watch the original one with both those folks. The music, a lot of that music's from ELO at the time. I think most of the music's from ELO.
It is.
But then little known fact, Gene Kelly did his own roller skating in that entire movie, taught himself how to roller skate for that movie, and did an amazing job roller skating. So that gives you an idea of kind of where that plot is set. But I think Xanadu would be very perfect to watch right now, just with the passing of Olivia.
So I was actually talking with another friend of mine today, a non-writer friend of mine. I don't have very many. And we were talking about doing an Olivia Newton-John watch party of some things maybe this weekend, because I haven't seen Xanadu since it came out. Like that, I've seen it once, and I watched it right after I came out, and I remember not digging it, and I don't even know why at this, like, I don't think I understood completely. And so I'm gonna like watch it as an adult and see if I have a totally different feeling. So this will be fun. A lot of you saying you love Xanadu, so I'm gonna give it a whirl.
Awesome.
A couple of other quick updates. I am working on getting some audio dates for some things that are outstanding. I don't have any dates yet. I will keep you posted. I should be getting them in the next week or two, and we can clear some of that up. So I will be letting you know. Also, you guys watch the website. We are doing some updates to make navigating to find exactly what you want even easier. We're kind of in the middle of things right now, but you will find, I think when we're done, that you can find what you're looking for a lot more easily. If you're like, oh, I can't figure out the reading order of this series, or what was the book that came after this book? Like, I'm so confused right now. Like, it will have all of that much in a much easier to find way. So keep up for that.
One small extra tidbit about Xanadu. Guess who did all the choreography for that movie?
Who?
Kenny Ortega.
Oh, did he really?
Yes, he did.
Wow.
It's a name you know.
I do. So for those of you who don't know who Kenny Ortega is, he also did all the choreography for Dirty Dancing. And he actually owns the rights to Dirty Dancing now. He bought the rights to.
And there you go.
And there you go.
And there you go.
So.
And there you go.
Oh, maybe was she the person I watched My Big Fat Greek Wedding with? We might have also watched My Big Fat Greek Wedding. I can't remember.
I wasn't here, so I don't know.
You weren't. Anyway. So thank you guys for spending your Wednesday evening with us. We're a little discombobulated because so much is going on, and he's just getting home. And but if you have a copy of this coming to you, it's coming very shortly. And otherwise, have a fantastic weekend. We are going to see Rick Springfield this weekend.
Rick Springfield, Men at Work, and John Wayne.
That's
Not
right.
necessarily in that order, but we're seeing them on Saturday night.
We're going to have fun with that. We might post a pic or two. And otherwise, we will see you next Wednesday. Bye. Say goodbye. Love you guys.
Bye-bye.